What's going on, everyone? So there's a quote by George Washington Carver, and he says, "When you do the common things in life in an uncommon way, you will demand the attention of the world." Make sure I said that right. Yeah, you will command the attention of the world. So when you do common things in an uncommon way, you will command the attention of the world. I love that because he's trying to say that you have a specific gift, a specific calling and purpose and mindset and wisdom that no one else has because no one's experienced the life like you've experienced it. No one has the same education or the same background or lived in the same kind of culture that you did. And so you have something specific to do. So you might think that you're just doing a common thing. You might think that, well, anybody can do this. That's true. Probably anybody could do it, but they can't do it the way you can. You do it in an uncommon way. And when you do it in an uncommon way, now the world starts to pay attention because they wonder, why is it that you do it in that way? What made you want to do it this way? What gave you the wisdom? What is the purpose that you do this common thing in an uncommon way? I feel that a lot of times people get so stuck doing it the same way over and over and over again. They just get stuck into the same common thing and they don't think outside the box. They just do it the same way everybody else has done it. And so they get the same result as everybody else. But you aren't here for the same result. You have a specific mindset that could change the result that this common thing could bring. And because you think of it in a different way, because you have a certain perspective on it, that you do it in a different way, you get an uncommon result. And that uncommon result will now have people pay attention and say, what is it different? What's the difference about you? Why do you do it this way? What made you think about doing it this way? And you never know what that could bring. You never know what legacy that could build, but you never know what value you could add to the world by doing it in an uncommon way, by changing it up, by flipping the script, by doing something that everybody else has done and do it so differently that it makes such an impact on the world that people now take notice and you start building this legacy that's going to last generations because I know you want to. People might say, oh, I don't want to be known, or I don't want to have power, or I don't want to control those circumstances, but they're BSing because they want it. Deep down inside, we all want to make a difference. We all want to leave a legacy that we can be proud of, that our children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, whatever, can hold on, that they can stand on, that they can build off of, that can be their foundation, that be the foundation that they build something even greater, and it keeps getting greater and greater as the generations go. We all want that. We all deep down desire to control our circumstances. We really do. So don't lie to yourself or try to play like the humble role as, I know, I don't want that. I want to stay in the background no. You were put here for a specific purpose and for you to change the world. If we would all think this way, if we would all say, how can I do something common in an uncommon way that I can change the world that like they've never seen before. I can add so much value that the world would be a different place tomorrow. If we thought this way, we wouldn't have, I don't believe we would have all the issues that we have. We'd still have issues because, hey, we're humans and pride gets in the way and we just disagree. And so we still have issues. But if we looked at it differently, if we looked at how we could if we could just come together and see how we can work together to change the world, we would be able to expand and extend and change the world in such a different way that we would actually make a difference. But we have to think outside the box. We can't just get stuck in the status quo. We can't just do the same cycle over and over and over again. If you look throughout history, the people that have changed the world, the people that have built a legacy, the people that make a real difference, they did something so different than anyone else had ever thought of. They usually took something and they flipped it, they expanded on it, they did it in a different way. Like George Washington Carver said, they did a common thing in an uncommon way. Because you have such a perspective and you have such a gift that it will change how you look at things. But you have to trust in it. You have to be aware of who you are, and you have to be confident that you are here for a purpose, and that you can do something great, and that you can change the world, and that no matter what, you can do it. That you can go out there and do it. Just like they said in Waterboy. Just like they said, just do, was it the Waterboy? Maybe not, I don't remember. Or yeah, Waterboy, you can do it, right? You can do it. You can do it. But you got to trust in yourself. You got to believe in your gifts, and you got to know that you have a specific purpose. And you got to start looking at the common things and say, how can I do that differently? How can I expand on that? How can I change it? How can I do something that no one else has ever done with this? And start doing it. Start moving in that direction. Start heading in that direction. Start believing that you can do it. Start taking steps towards it. Even if it's baby steps, even if it's tiny little steps, I don't care. But do something with it. Do something with what you have. Do something with the gifts and the wisdom and the talents that you have. Don't waste them. Don't waste them on just working a 9 to 5 that you hate, that just gives you a paycheck just to survive. So you're really not thriving. You're just surviving in this world. You were put here for more than that. Yes, I know we got bills and I know we got to pay for stuff. I understand. But you still have time to change the world. Even if you work a 9 to 5, when you come home, you still have hours before you go to bed. You still have hours to put in the work. You still have hours to add value to people. You still have hours to work on your talent and your gifts and how you can do it. Even if it's little steps. Turn off the Netflix. Watch an hour or less of Netflix. Spend less time going out and just hanging out with friends. Take an hour away from it. Even 30 minutes. Spend 30 minutes a night working on your purpose. Heading in the direction that you're supposed to be going. Take 30 minutes. I challenge you. 30 minutes a night to do something that's going to add value to you, and that's going to add value to the world, and it's going to lead you in the direction of what you're called to do. 30 minutes a night, and you'll start to see the difference. You'll start to see how your mind changes. You'll start to see that you get this passion, that you get this like fire inside of you, because you're starting to see it take effect. You're starting to see it change, but you got to start doing it. You got to start heading in that direction. Don't hold back anymore. Don't think that you're just some common person, that you're just some common nobody that's not going to do anything, that's not worthy of anything, that's not great. Don't believe those lies. Do not believe those lies. Start heading in a direction that's so uncommon that you are going to command the world to pay attention to you. And not for your fame, but so that you can make a difference, so that you can encourage others to do the same thing, that you can encourage others to step out and walk in what they're called to do. That's the only reason I even do these videos, is so that I can try to give back, encourage somebody, motivate someone, make it click to somebody that they just step into. They don't hold back anymore. They get their confidence in themselves and they move forward. And that right there is worth more than anything. That's worth more than all the gold in the world. It's just to see somebody click and change and grow and get that purpose down and start heading in that direction. That right there is an amazing feeling. And that's what I challenge you all to do. I challenge you all to go in that direction. I challenge you all to try it. And I challenge you all to start doing common things in an uncommon way. And if you don't know what to do, I've said this over and over again, message me. I'm not going to charge you like some class or whatever, or buy my book or any of that crap. No, I don't have any of that. You can message me and I will do whatever I can for free, for anything, for value to add to you. I will do it all because I just want to see you walking in what you're called to do. That's it. That's the payoff for me. That right there is the investment that I'm trying to make. So message me if you can't figure it out. But let's start doing something. Let's start doing something. Let's start doing those common things in uncommon ways. Love y'all.